A woman offered to carry a baby for a couple. They had a shabby agreement, no lawyers. 3 years later, both families are in court. If you're planning surrogacy in Nigeria, whether you are the surrogate or the beneficiary, watch this video before you make a life-changing mistake. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Salvi. I'm a legal professional, a financial educator. On this channel, we'll talk about money and legal tips that protect your pocket and your peace of mind. So today we're going to talk about surrogacy. All you need to know about surrogacy in Nigeria, if there are laws guiding or banning the surrogacy in Nigeria. So what prompted me to make this video was the judgment I witnessed in court last week when I went for a matter. This judgment was, after the judgment was given, the courtroom was tense. So I decided to make this video. So for those, before we dive right into the judgment or the issue, I would like to define what surrogacy is. For those people who do not know what surrogacy is, surrogacy is when a woman agrees to carry a child for another person or a couple, after which she hands over the baby is legally belongs to the couple or the person whom she carried the baby for. So there are two types of surrogacy. We have traditional surrogacy and gestational surrogacy. So traditional surrogacy is when is the surrogate is biologically related to the baby. Here, the egg of the surrogate is used in the conception of the child. The other one is the gestational surrogacy. In gestational surrogacy, the sperm and the egg of the intended parents is used and implanted in the body of the surrogate. The surrogate carries the baby to full term, and after which she legally hands the baby over to the intended parents. Here, the surrogate is not in any way related to the baby. So now that we are done with that, back to the issue on ground. So sometime in 2022, a lady went for health assessment in a clinic, and after she was done with her assessment, I think she was ill because I didn't quite get what took her to the hospital. So after she finished with her assessment, the nurse on duty approached her and asked her if she would be willing to carry a child for a couple. She agreed, and later on she met with the couple and they reached an agreement. And the agreement was that she was going to carry that. I think I said that was in 2022. She was going to carry the baby to full term, and she would be paid certain sum of money. So after she was confirmed that she was pregnant, after she is confirmed that she's pregnant, she will be paid the sum of 200,000 naira. And for the 9 months or the duration of, if it's 10 months of the time in which she'll be carrying the baby, she'll be paid the sum of 40,000 naira. The lady agreed, and after she conceived, she was paid the 200,000 naira. So then they offered her accommodation and a place to stay. The agreement, she signed an agreement that stated that they're going to give her an accommodation for the duration of those months in which she'll be carrying the baby. But after she took in and it was confirmed that she was pregnant, she said she was going to stay at her place, that she wasn't comfortable staying somewhere else. The house was comfortable. The intended parents agreed, and they were monitoring her. She was going for a checkup and other things. So 3 months into her pregnancy, she said that she wasn't comfortable, her house wasn't okay and all that, that she wanted that the monthly allowance should be increased. The couple refused, and they told her that we're not going to increase money, rather she should come over to the place which they provided for her. She went there and stayed for a few weeks and said she was going to leave. So she left and stayed at her place throughout the duration of the pregnancy. So on the day of the delivery, when she went to the hospital, she was taking care. Mind you, throughout the pregnancy, they paid for hospital visits and every other thing, her feeding and her monthly upkeep, 40,000 naira, which was paid timely every month. So on the day of delivery, she delivered twin baby girls. After she delivered the baby girls, there was complication, and she bled, as in she had serious bleeding, and the only way to save her was to remove her womb. Hysterectomy. I got that right. I don't know, but you understand what I'm saying. A total removal of her cervix and her womb. So they removed her womb, and that was what helped her. So after the procedure, she got better. After some weeks, she got better, and she approached the couple and told them that, see, what happened to me wasn't envisaged. I agreed to carry your baby, but I did not envisage that at the end of the pregnancy, I was going to lose my womb. So I won't be able to conceive again. Please, you have to pay me compensation for the loss I suffered, for the loss of my womb that I suffered. The couple said they were not going to pay that. They have kept to the terms of their agreement. She said, either you give me you give me 10 million naira, or you give me one of the babies. But the couple refused, and she approached the court. She sued the couple. Now, this matter has been in court since 2022. So this judgment was given last week. So the court held that that she wasn't entitled, that she was not biologically related to any of the children, so she doesn't have any right to any of the children, and that she had signed the agreement, that the couple kept to the terms of the agreement, so they don't owe her anything. But the court actually tried, and they gave her the sum of 5 million naira. After the judgment was given, everywhere was tense. Everyone was quiet. The lady was crying. The court had to rise because the courtroom was something else. So the court rose and people went out. People left the courtroom. The woman went out and she was crying. I saw her siblings, I think her friends, and some people approached her. My colleagues and I will go talking, and we were trying to analyze the matter. Was the court fair in giving her 5 million naira? One other person asked, with the 5 million, okay, because her eggs are still intact, because it was just her womb that was removed. So her fallopian tube, we actually projected her fallopian tube, and or we guessed that her fallopian tube and her eggs were still intact, because that was not mentioned. So if she wants to maybe engage, if she wants someone to become a surrogate for her and she wants to pay the person, will 5 million naira be enough to pay the person? But the fact remains that brings us to the issue that I'm talking about, is that there are no specific laws. There is no specific federal laws protecting, banning, or legalizing surrogacy in Nigeria. So it's important that if you are planning surrogacy in Nigeria, whether you are the beneficiary or you are the surrogate, you have to make conscious effort to protect yourself. It's very important that you protect yourself, because the law might not fully protect you if something goes wrong. Look at the matter that I witnessed in court. Now see, she has lost her womb. The just 5 million naira that was awarded to her, what is she going to do in this her time? What is she going to do with 5 million naira? But if conscious efforts were put into place, if she maybe the lawyer was present in when that agreement was drafted, and maybe a second opinion was even sought, they would have put into place compensation, or they would have even put into place post-delivery complications, or even delivery complications that might arise from this agreement. But nothing like that was put into it. So at the end of the day, this woman has lost, and the law did not protect her. So what do you do if you want to engage in, if you are planning surrogacy in Nigeria? So what you do if you are planning surrogacy in Nigeria is that, first of all, you go for medical consultation in a reputable fertility clinic, in a clinic where you go to a reputed fertility clinic. Not, you don't go to a roadside place, a clinic where it will be checked that this person is okay, is medically okay to carry your child. Then after that, a psychological evaluation will be done of all the parties involved, the intended parents, the surrogate. A psychological evaluation will be done with everybody involved. Then thirdly, an agreement will be signed, a legal agreement will be signed between the parties that will bind the parties during the time of the surrogacy and after the surrogacy period. That's very, very important. Then financial plans will be made. Who pays for what? Who pays for hospital visit? Who pays for delivery? Who pays for feeding? Who pays for complications that might arise in the matter? Who will pay for all these things? If things like this happen, if this woman encounters an issue in this process, who pays for it? Who takes care of it? Is it the surrogate, or is it the intended parents? All these things are supposed to be put in place. And another thing that is supposed to be put in place is, you ask, another important issue is parental custody. Who gets custody of the child when the child is born? Who gets custody of the child? Definitely, it's the intended parents that will get custody, but it's important that you put it in writing. Who gets custody of the child is very important. Then finally, post-birth documentation like birth certificates, affidavits. Who takes care of all those things? All these things are important. If you engage the service of a legal professional, all these things will be handled appropriately. Surrogacy is not just a medical journey, it's a legal and emotional journey. So don't take shortcuts. Protect everybody involved, protect the baby, protect the surrogates and the intended parents. I see some people going through surrogacy and they're ashamed to speak. If you know anybody that is going through surrogacy, that maybe it might be the beneficiary or the surrogate itself, please feel free to share this video to them, share the video to your friends and family. Don't go through surrogacy in silence. Open up, seek professional guidance from medical doctors, from medical professionals, from legal professionals, and be properly guided so you don't make mistakes, so you will not make life-changing mistakes that will alter your life. Please, if you have any contributions or questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Bye.